Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the RS3 Ironman series. In the last episode, we got a bunch of important quests done, and in this episode, I perhaps bit off a little bit more than I can chew. But my goals for this episode are basically to prepare for Big Game Hunter and get 90 thieving to unlock ports. We ended up shelving the 90 thieving thing in the end because this took like a week to get out. I think this is a week since the last episode. And again, I think I kind of bit off more than I can chew. But the goal here is to get ready for Big Game Hunter. And that's why I'm doing Hook a Duck here on the beach. But yeah, this episode is very long. It's very packed though. And the next episode is going to be dedicated to Big Game Hunter. And speaking of which, actually 4 hours after this episode goes up, 2 p.m. Central Time, we'll be doing a Big Game Hunter stream over at twitch.tv/Ranarr dealer. So come stop by and say hi. And let me know what you guys think about these like longer episodes. Should I be setting big goals like this, or should I be putting out smaller videos more often? Let me know what you guys prefer in the comments. But regardless, enjoy. Oh yeah, also I've been AFKing more. We're up to 7,300. I will definitely go do charm sprites before I get to 75 though. I've just been AFKing and kind of doing YouTube stuff this morning. All right, I tried out doing charm sprites and I've made an executive decision, and that decision is fuck this. I'm not doing that until I'm not doing 1,000 of these things. I don't care about comp anyways. I'll just do some more Big Game Hunter. I don't need the XP boost. We're almost up to 74. Okay, let's just finish up 74 quick so that I just have to catch a couple of these, but yeah, this sucks. There we go, 74 Hunter. Okay. But yeah, that's enough of that shit for now. Hey guys, quick update. We're over here at the swarm fishing, which allows you to, I guess just a quick summary. This allows you to catch some fish that are higher than your own level, and it's random, right? So you can get some bad ones like mackerels, but what we're really here for is for sharks, manta rays, and sailfish, because again, we're preparing for Big Game Hunter. So you need a lot of these for Big Game Hunter, because I think you have to use them as bait or something. To be honest with you, I don't really know how Big Game Hunter works, but that's just what everybody has told me. So that's what I've been doing. And also, we were just streaming some Monster Hunter over on Twitch, and that was awesome. Honestly, I'm probably going to be uploading a Let's Play for that pretty soon. And even if you've never heard of that game or whatever, you should definitely check it out, because that game is absolutely awesome, mind-blowing. So this is something really AFK that I could do while I was doing that. Unfortunately, though, the sharks are quite a bit more common than the other ones, and I think that you need a little bit of all of them, because if I'm not mistaken, the different fish are used as bait for different like dinosaurs or whatever that you're hunting. So I still need quite a few like manta rays and whatnot. If I can find my raw fish anywhere, hold on, give me a second to kind of organize this. Yeah, there we go. So we got about 200 sharks so far. If we just need sharks, I could just go do some temple trekking. It'd probably be quicker to get some up. And that's something that I might do. But honestly, I've only gotten 2 manta rays and 0 sailfish. So, I mean, I'm just going to keep AFKing here for a bit. I think it gives us some decent food as well. I'm dropping these because we got some random mackerel and a bass. They're not very useful. But I think I'm going to stick here for a little bit. I had to do some editing and stuff tonight. So I think I'm just going to keep fishing here a bit. I don't know, it's super AFK. I get some fishing XP. Honestly, the more efficient route would probably be to do Menaphos fishing until I get a little bit higher level, and then go from there and come back to here so I can get some more mantas and sailfish, because I believe, honestly, as an Ironman, I believe that manta rays, they usually come from and I need the raw variant as well. So the only way I could get those would be through fishing trawler, which is not available for Ironman and RS3. I'm not really sure why, to be honest, but it's not. So I believe this is the only way that I can actually get manta rays. And sailfish, I think that sailfish, you fish somewhere else here. There's like a dedicated sailfish spot, but it's pretty slow. And also they require like 95 fishing or something like that. So I think this is the best way to get in. Like, my hope is that if I AFK here for a bit, it'll give me enough fish to at least get a head start on Big Game Hunter. Again, I'm not sure how many you really need, but it's something really AFK I can do. Also up to 74 Hunter now. I think I showed you guys that already. So the last thing we need to finish off, I did do a little bit of Shattered Worlds as well when we were on stream. Just I got up a few worlds, but then I got kind of sick of it. It was really boring to me, honestly. But we'll definitely go up and finish that up before this video. And yeah, this might be a shorter video. I kind of just want to, again, prepare everything for Big Game Hunter, and then the next one will be a really big one where we just grind out a bunch of Big Game Hunter. So I might be just AFKing swarm fishing here for a while. These jellyfish are pretty good too to start collecting, because it's a food that you can use that doesn't consume adrenaline. But yeah, my fishing level is pretty low, so that's gonna affect things. Honestly, I could maybe try some boosts or something too. There we go. I kind of forgot about these, but these are ibis pouches, which give a invisible +3 boost to fishing. So if I use these, then yeah, I'm hoping that boost will allow me to basically catch better fish slightly. And these are actually a really good green charm pouch for me to make, because all they require is harpoons. So honestly, really soon I'm going to be grinding out some summoning, and this might be one of the pouches that I do. And also on that note, our daily challenges today are really good: construction, herblore, and summoning. So that's really cool. No levels there, but good XP and really good skills rather. And also we have a Soul Reaper refresh, so that's really cool. That means tomorrow on stream I'll probably end up doing like 3 Reapers. Probably do this Troper one and Croesus one, and then yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go back to fishing for a bit, edit that video, and I'll keep you guys tuned if I get any significant levels for Hunter, or if I get Bladed Dive, or when I feel like I'm done with fishing. So I'll let you guys know. All right, we have been fishing here quite a bit, doing some AFKing, working on editing and various different things. We are about to hit 72 fishing any second now, and I think we're up to a couple hundred sharks now. Let me do some math quick. Actually, no, I did some math, and apparently if I go from 75, right, because the Big Game Hunter creatures give so much XP, I'm only actually going to need around 500 sharks to get to level 90, where I can start doing the next tier of Big Game Hunter. And that's assuming that I don't get any kind of manta rays or anything like that. And speaking of manta rays, so if I need to do all 3 tiers, hold on, let's see, where are we at here? There we go. So we're up to 327 sharks and 5 manta rays, which obviously isn't enough by that calculation. We still haven't gotten a single sailfish, just because I think my fishing level is really low. But there are some of the dinosaurs actually drop manta rays, so I'm not super worried about that. If I can get enough sharks to get up to 90, where I can do the next level, then the tier 2 dinosaur from the shark line, I guess, if I can explain that right, drops raw manta rays. So I can use those to do the next one. And also, I think even if I get close, I might be able to use like potions or something to do it. I'm not really sure. And then also I can use those minnows that I just discarded into the oblivion of my unorganized bank. I can use those minnows at some spot in here to catch more manta rays if I need to. But the sailfish, it sounds like I won't be... Oh, here we go. Magical fishing spot. So if I do this and I do something with the minnows, then I can get manta rays. Actually, let's try that quick. Yeah, okay. So if I look at this interface here, I can take 300 and make it into a manta ray bait, which I think if I throw it on here, that allows me to catch manta rays for like a certain amount of time. I'm going to start my stream soon, so I'm not going to have enough time to really try that out, but we have that as a backup option as well if we need it. And honestly, if I get to that point, I might just, if I feel like I need more sharks, I can just go do a little bit of temple trekking to go get more. But I thought that I would do this because I thought that maybe I would get a few sailfish, a few manta rays as well. It turns out my fishing level is really low, and that's not going to happen. But, we have all the levels we need for crocodile tiers and bellfish. So that's cool. Okay, so quick sidebar from our Big Game Hunter goal, but I am completely out of prayer potions and snapdragons. And somebody on my stream suggested that we could do some Vires, and I was like, well, don't you need River of Blood to do that? And they're like, no, that's the meta, but you can kill them otherwise. And I've been killing them for a little bit. They have some pretty good drops by themselves, even without the keys. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank out 200 Vire corpses for the Mauritania Hard Diary, which you need to do, and it's also going to buff my damage and whatnot for Vires. So that'll be a good. So I'm gonna go bang that out quick. It's gonna take a little bit, but it's gonna be a good sidebar goal. It's gonna get some prayer XP and some fire making XP as well, which I need. My fire making is actually really low. And yeah, it's going to be a little sidebar goal, but we're also going to get some Snapdragon seeds, some Snapdragons, so I can actually make some restores, some super restores rather. Like I have another Croesus Reaper, and I just simply do not have the super restores to go actually do it. So yeah, that's what kind of motivated this sidebar. I was just going to kill a few, but I figure I might as well stack up 200 just to get it out of the way. Why not? And then I don't have to come back here. Hopefully until we get River of Blood and we're on that 95 prayer grind. So yeah, little sidebar goal, just keeping you guys updated. So something I realized, I was about to go do Jack of Trades, but I think I can now use, let's see, which ones? I think it's these ones. Are these the combat ones or these the? Yeah, okay. So these are level 75 lamps. I can now use these in Herblore for another 300k Herblore XP. I saved these from before when we did the World Wakes. Oh, I had to choose a different skill? Oh, rip. Okay, I guess we'll save these for later. What skills would I want to use these on? Construction and smithing, maybe? Something like that? Rip? Okay. Well, I can still reclaim these, but that sucks. But anyways, that'll be 77 Herblore, which I don't know if that unlocks anything. Grand Magic Perfect Juju Farming Potions. Those are kind of useless, I think, if I remember correctly. Invention Potions, but Stamina Potions. I didn't know they had those in RS3. But anyways, back to Vires. Oh, there we go. That actually didn't take too long, to be honest. But we have, let's see, well, over 158 sacred oils. So actually, I want to go check my kingdom quick to see if I can get some maple logs. And then we can burn these corpses and, yeah, get done with this. All right, let's check on our kingdom. According to the counter here, it's been about 9 days since we last checked. So, oh, that's right. I put in our herbs, so that's nice. I totally forgot about this when I went to go grind out snapdragons, but it looks like I didn't get any snapdragons anyways. But 7,500 maple logs, that is plenty. And that's actually really nice because I'm going to have to go back to fire making really soon. Actually, I have lots of logs. So I think we're good in general because for simple parts and stuff, we're still collecting the logs, right? That's what we want to do. Pretty sure. But we are going to need to do more construction soon. So I think I'm going to put this back on hardwoods from herbs because honestly, those herbs are kind of underwhelming, going to be honest with you. So let's put those back on hardwoods for a while. All right, we got 39 keys from our first inventory of burning these corpses, and I think you just open these. Oh, there's only one. Never mind. So you just open this one. Ooh, salvages. Okay. Let's. I'm just gonna spam these and then just see what kind of rewards we get, and we'll show you guys at the end. There we go. That's pretty good. And actually, I can start to see why killing Vires is such a good thing with the Sun Spear and stuff later on. Because these are actually really good resources. And we get a couple Alks too as well, which is super nice because we're always running out of GP. But yeah, that's actually super sick. We get some Alks, silver. I don't know if those are actually going to come in handy, but herbs, herblore supplies, gems. Oh yeah, that's get really, really nice. I'll open up these keys, the rest of them. But yeah, like basically, if you're not aware, the Sun Spear after the last vampire quest, it automatically burns these Vires for you. So you get access to this drop table just by killing them naturally. It just automatically happens. So these drops get added on top of the normal Vire drops, which is really cool. Shit, I missed the clip. Or I almost did. Anyways, that's 75 Hunter. During our Croesus Reaper. This is a clusterfuck. But yeah, so that unlocks Big Game Hunter for us, which is really big. We can hunt these things. Again, I'm not really sure what that entails just yet, but there's some preparations that we need to do yet to make that happen. So we're going to finish those first before we really get into Big Game Hunter. And then we're going to dedicate, the next episode is going to be dedicated to Big Game Hunter. We're going to do a bunch of it, I think. So I'm working on opening the rest of these keys, and apparently you can get clue scroll rewards from these. I got a Zami Page 3 and a Black Plate Body G. I did not know that at all. Um, but so that makes me wonder, like, can you get clue scroll rewards from killing the virus then too? That's weird. That I don't know. That feels kind of weird. I don't know if it's always been that way, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Sorry for the music. My neighbors are partying, but that should be 63 prayer. So that's cool. There we go. That is the rest of our keys done, and I didn't get a notification or anything. Basically how it works, if I believe, is that every 50 quest points you get, excuse me, not quest points. Every 50 Vire corpses you burn, your weapons, the vampire weapons, or rather the weapons you use against vampires, do more damage, right? Against vampires. Now, the task that I need to do for the diary, though, is I need to cast Bloom with the Avandis Flail while having at least 200 corpses burned. And that should do it for us. Yeah, so we get that out of the way. And also, eventually, when we get to killing Vires, we're going to get the extra damage boost, obviously, from the Sun Spear or the Blister Ward weapons. So that's really cool to get out of the way. And also the rewards from these keys really are actually pretty nice. Herbs, secondaries, alks, like we said. So that's cool to get out of the way. 79 thieving. It was only 32k XP. That was kind of underwhelming, to be honest. And we actually got a decent amount of things here we can turn in for some GP. 300k. Not bad. Yeah, I've been working on this on the side here. We're up to almost 1,000 points now, so we can almost get well, not almost. I think you need 2K for the large bag, which is going to speed things up a bit or make things a little bit more AFK. But I've been working on this on the side here and there, just like everything else that's AFK. Let's review real quick because there's actually a few things that I've added to my list of things that I want to do before the next episode as far as preparing for Big Game Hunter. So if we look at our stats here, also my custom thing is broken. There we go. If we look at our stats here, again, I don't know if I mentioned, but I want to get Bladed Dive. I need to get Fish. I think I have plenty of Fish, so I think we got that kind of checked off. I think we're good there. And then the other thing that I'd like to get is I'd like to unlock the War Tortoise, which I believe is 68 summoning. No, 67, but might as well get 68 because bunyips are awesome. Speaking of which, sharks, I need more of those. Anyways, and then the other thing, so Bladed Dive, that, and then also I'd like to get the Mobile Archaeology Relic, which you get at 67, I think, or 68, somebody said. I'll have to look it up. But those are the things that I'm working on, in addition to getting 90 thieving to unlock ports. And yeah, I think that's a pretty good route. It's going to boost up these skills anyways that are just really good to get up. Unlocking the Bunyip and the War Tortoise are just going to be good unlocks to begin with. Quick sidebar. I was completely out of food, pretty much. And I decided to finally do some cooking. I cooked the rest of my Desert Souls. This is the last of them. I still got catfish in my bank, but I'm actually going to take a break to go do some fishing quick after I go build an aquarium in my house so I can get that taken care of. There we go. We got the diving spot built, which means we can go in the aquarium. But the most important thing of this is this prawn broker. So let me see if let's see, bonus prawn balls. No, okay. So when you get 99 fishing, I think you get 50 prawn balls. But this allows you to get some perks. There you go. Okay, so we have 4 prawn points because we have 4 golden eggs that we've collected through fishing. Honestly, I didn't even know you could get these before you unlock the aquarium. But basically how these work, I believe... Okay, I can decorate the aquarium and stuff. I think some of these actually have useful uses. I think one of these gives you an elite clue once a week or something like that. But the big thing is that you use these golden eggs, and then it's kind of like a collection, right? So, if I come down here, let's see. How do I dive? I think I have to get out of build mode. But anyways, you can decorate it, and then you can swim along the fishies and stuff like that. That's cool. But the prawn perks is the most important thing. So, let's see. Rod fish without using bait. That's the main thing that I'm looking for. So, basically it just does what it says. You can fish without bait. And then there are tier 2 ones, but I think I have to get the rest of these first. Prawn pennies. What do those do again? Oh, okay. When you use these, it gives you an increased chance of finding golden fish eggs. Got you, for a certain number of charges. So those are okay, I guess. If you're The main thing that this is a comp requirement, completing the aquarium, and I think it's a trim requirement. You can like prestige it where you like do it multiple times. But I guess we'll do this perk, gain prawn balls more frequently, and then gain a landmark of our choice for that for the aquarium. I guess we'll do Virago. That's cool. But let's see here. We don't have any prawn points to spend. Okay, but I believe when I go get my first prawn ball, which you'll see in a minute, I think I can spend some more. As you can see, now I'm in Menaphos here, fishing without any kind of fishing bait whatsoever. So that's pretty cool. And then pretty soon here, I should get a prawn ball. And I'll show you. Oh, and also we have 72 fishing now, so we can get beltfish. That's actually pretty good. These are pretty decent food, actually. And you catch them really fast, obviously, because it's Menaphos. You know? So that's pretty neat. Just getting KC over here at Bandos, and I didn't get Devotion yet, but I did get this Ectoplasmitter, which, if I remember right, kind of works as like a bone crusher, but for ghosts. And eventually you could upgrade it so that it consumes ashes, but if I remember right, it was kind of expensive to maintain, but it worked well. Like, I remember using it for Krill with a Demon Horn necklace back in the day. For like Krill tasks and whatnot to basically get like unlimited prayer because it would work on Infernal Ashes. So I'm not sure if it's that useful. I'm going to hang on to it though because it's kind of an RNG thing to get. So I think the one I used to get on my main, or the one I got on my main back in the day, I got from like a Barrow's brother just randomly. So that's cool to get. All right, first trip, and we did not get hardly any kills. The first couple of kills, I tried to just face tank him, and I thought that it would go pretty smooth, but I actually went through a lot of food. He actually does quite a bit of damage through prayer. So I started kiting him and just praying range, and yeah, I think if I do that, I could probably pretty much stay there like as long as I have prayer because he really doesn't do shit at that point. So I'm just going to keep doing that and finish off this task. We got ourselves a Godsword Shard 1. I think I already have that one, though. Well, no drops on that Reaper, but we did get 79 defense, like, right before the last kill there. So that's pretty nice, and we kind of figured out a system here. I actually started eating food to pick up some of these salvages and stuff like that because, you know, always needing more GP. And yeah, I ended up, at one point, I had an inventory full of sharks when before I was really struggling on food. Actually, I probably could have gotten one shot there, couldn't I? But yeah, we got that out of the way. We can get back on the big game hunter grind. And speak of the devil, we have one of each Godsword piece, actually. We got all three pieces, so we can make a Godsword blade. If we get a hilt, we can make a Godsword, so maybe that's a little inspiration to go try out some Ceradomin. I don't think I actually have the smithing level to make it, but we can try. I think it's like 80 smithing, right? Yeah, okay, I need level 80 smithing. But that's pretty cool. I have never ever seen never ever have I ever seen anyone get like the exact, like, nobody has ever completed a Godsword blade without getting duplicates, I feel like. But that's pretty crazy. That's pretty lucky. Well, we got some housekeeping out of the way, i.e. getting that Reaper task done, as well as doing some cooking and whatnot. And it's time to get back on track with our big game hunter goal. So we need 3 things remaining. We need to unlock the archaeology relic, we need to unlock war tortoises, and we need to unlock bladed dive. That's going to help us a lot with big game hunter. And you might be asking yourself, why are you mining orichalcite? You know what I mean. This ore. Well, I'm just going to go and make the level 60 Matic while I'm at it. Because we're going to get to level 60 archaeology, and then, yeah, we're going to want to use that next Matic, so that's why I'm doing this. And I might as well, while I'm at it, upgrade my pickaxe and my ore box, because this is going really slowly with this pickaxe right here. So I'm going to do that quick, and then we're going to get on the archaeology grind to 67, I think it was, that I need. Okie dokie, yep, it's 67 archaeology, and as well as we need to do this mystery in the Seniston dig site, so we'll be working on that. But let me use these ores to upgrade my pickaxe because this is really slow. And then we'll go upgrade our ore box as well as the Matic, and we'll get on the archaeology grind. All right, actually, like, as part of our archaeology training, something I'd like to do is get done some mysteries. And the other day I have a Harlequin cow now. As well as I eventually bred chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla. So I completed the log for the cows. So I'd like to do the contract clause mystery, which is the one right before the one that unlocks the binding contracts in the Infernal Source. But the problem is I need to do 4 quests So we got to go do those quick. And, it's all part of the grander plan, though, because I'm going to need to do this eventually. That's Death to the Dorgeshan complete. Kind of annoying. I had to collect 2 sets of ham robes. And apparently, even with 79 thieving, you failed quite a bit on those. But whatever. We got that out of the way. We got 2 more to do, though. And that should be another slice of ham after this cutscene. I've never been a real big fan of this quest line, to be honest with you. But this was probably my favorite quest in the quest line. It's pretty neat. But yeah, one more goblin quest, and then we have to do that stupid bacon one. Well, that quest is a little bit longer than the other ones. We get a little bit of XP and a bunch of skills. But I got to fulfill a lifelong childhood dream of equipping goblin mail, so that was worth it. But anyways, now we just have to... Actually, to be honest, all I needed was this goblin potion, which I get right at the beginning of the quest. So, I could have gotten that really early on, but now I got to go do that bacon quest or whatever. I've always felt like these kind of sillier quests kind of take away from the immersion of the game. Like, I always thought this was just kind of... it's like you build up this entire world, over 20 years, and then you just kind of throw in something like this. I don't know, it just kind of feels weird, you know what I mean? But regardless, that's bringing home the bacon, and we need that quest to... Let's see here. How do I need some bacon for the... there we go. For the mystery. For the archaeology mystery. So that's all the quests we need, so now we can go do that. I think, anyways. First things first, I already had all the pages to do this mystery, but I totally forgot to actually complete it, which would have been nice probably for the archaeology experience. But I just gotta light these, and then oh no, I gotta chant them. Wait, hold on a second. There we go. That's the portal. Ooh. But yeah, if I enter this, then that should complete this mystery. And whoa. Whoa, this area looks pretty sick. Wow. It's pretty nuts looking. There's like some demon down there too. Is it like a boss or something? I don't know, it's pretty cool, but something to do with these gargoyles is what I have to do for this other one. There we go, we got the credit for completing the mystery just after getting the last coin. I thought that I had to go talk to the other goblin, but I think I need to use these for something still. So let me figure that out. There we go. That's another mystery that I had basically almost complete that I just didn't claim the reward for. So yeah, we got a chunk of archaeology XP out of the way, but obviously all these mysteries and stuff I'm gonna have to do probably eventually anyway, so might as well get them out of the way. So I was looking at some of my options for archaeology, and I think that I'd like to start off with trying to do this quest, which is called Desperate Measures, which is going to come in very important later on because I believe it's required for, let me see here, for some of the important quests later on. I think Extinction, which comes, yeah, it's required for Extinction, which is pretty important later on, and as well as Sins of the Father, which sounds familiar. But Extinction is the one that allows you to make the Ring of Vigor a passive effect, so that's a really, really important thing to do. So I'd like to get this out of the way, which I have the archaeology level to do, and it also gives me some materials, which is cool. But unfortunately, I have to do 3 quests again. I think they're pretty short quests, but I need to do, let's see here. Wait, so it shows right here. I was looking at the wiki, but Desperate Times, which requires the needle skips, and You Are It. You Are It, I think, is just a quick clue scroll one, and I don't know about the needle skips, but I didn't know this was going to turn into a questing episode, but again, here we are. So this is a pretty quick quest, apparently, about clue scrolls, so that's kind of funny, I guess. But let's see. Easy, medium, and hard sealed clue scrolls. Okay. Cool. And we get this casket, which is... Okay, we have to do the puzzle first. Hold on a second. There we go. And it looks like it was just a normal clue scroll reward or something. Get some lighthouse teleports, but actually that might come in handy, but Otherwise, a couple alks, nothing, no fortunate components. Well, that was an interesting one. I didn't go for the full completion because I can't be asked. Just don't have that much time. But we get a small XP lamp and throw that into Herblore. Why not? Could have thrown into summoning, I guess. But let's go on to the next one. I needed some AFK time, so it was time to take a break to do some safe cracking, take a break from the questing, that is. And we are about to get 80 thieving with that what you call it. 80 thieving. This is going along really quickly, and we'll get some more GP. And actually, this ties in quite a bit more with our plan than it did at the beginning of the video. At the beginning of the video, I was like, okay, I want to get 90 thieving, start ports, blah, blah, blah. But now that we're going for 67, 68 summoning, I'm going to need even more GP than I'm already chugging through. And we're up to 1,100 pilfer points. I really want to get that larger bag. So, and pretty soon we should be able to do the, what is it, Asgarnia? No, not Asgarnia. What's the kingdom that Artie's in? Kandarin. We should be able to do Kandarin safes at level 83. 71 div, quick clip. Well, I'm about done AFKing for now, and it's a good thing because we just got 83 thieving, which is actually a pretty good milestone because we can now do Kandarin safes, which means I have to figure out a whole new route, but that's where we'll be until 90, which is our goal for this episode. So now I can get back to the questing and stuff. That's what I was doing before this, right? I've been preoccupied. Wow, oh my god, that was so much more in depth than than the other quests that I just did. Holy crap. I actually found the puzzles to be quite enjoyable, actually. But there was a lot going on there. Anyways, 3 quest points, 1 huge XP lamp, a clue carrier. Oh, that's cool. Wait, so you... Okay, so we got a master clue from the reward as well. So any of those caskets and also sealed clue scrolls we can throw in there. That saves bank space. And also I think that it'll save you some inventory space when you're skilling, maybe if you're collecting clues while skilling. Speaking of which, I think I'm at my cap, my soft cap for like easies and mediums at least. So I should probably start working on some of those, but just not a top priority right this second. But these are actually side rewards. I wasn't even planning on getting those. But I guess we'll take a huge XP lamp and ooh, 78 Herblore. Nice. Anyways, I'm going to bed now. That was way more than I asked for, but it was a cool quest though. Don't get me wrong. Ooh, really big milestone over here in Anachronia. We can now get the tier 3 sleeping quarters, which means that, let's see, 60 workers. So we're going to be absolutely cranking out resources now. And should make upgrading everything else super fast. We have all the resource stuff like maxed out. So yeah, 60. So that's double even what I was doing before. So like, you know, the tier 2 spa, no problem. Hunter Lodge. I think the Hunter Lodge is probably what I'm going to start working on, since I'm going to be, you know, the premise of this whole episode is preparing for Big Game Hunter. Let's see, 10% chance of gathering additional resource from woodcutting. I have no idea what that means. Big Game Hunter creatures now take an extra 2.4 seconds to catch you. Also, no clue what that means, but it seems like it'd be pretty useful. So we'll probably be prioritizing this and then some of these other things. But what does this even do? Lodge restores prayer. Oh, you get the skill cape stand, which actually the tertiary part that I need for that I get from Big Game Hunter. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, and if we run out of things to do, then we'll start pumping these resources into the ranch at a time as well. Oops, I just missed that, but I'm collecting Orphan Glass for the next quest, and we got 52 archaeology. Quick thing, I don't even know why I was looking at this, but the other day when I did my Bandos Reaper, I didn't unlock Devotion, but I did unlock Sacrifice. So I guess that's something. Well, that was certainly interesting. That was actually really long, to be honest, but really in-depth on it. Honestly, really good quest, I would say. But this, so for the rewards, the main thing we came here for was the archaeology XP. So that should get us, I think, 1 level. Yeah, 53. And then we also get a combat XP lamp. We'll throw that into, we can throw it in prayer. I guess we'll do that then. And then we get this cosmic focus, which when we keep it in our inventory, it prevents the sprite focus while you're doing archaeology to dropping below 10%. Not sure how useful that is. I guess if you're AFKing a lot, then maybe it has a slight benefit, like you have a slightly higher chance of hitting the 100% sprite focus if you're, AFKing. So I guess that's kind of cool. I mean, we might as well use it, I guess. It's just one inventory space. But yeah, that was like kind of a long journey for 20k archaeology XP, but here we are. I'm just here doing my Archglacior Reaper that I got, and it got me thinking about that quest we just did. And I really, really believe, especially after doing that quest, that all the Elder Godwar stuff should be definitely locked behind some kind of these quests, because just walking into this whole situation without that background just doesn't really make any sense, I guess. You know what I mean? We just learned a lot about what was going on with Karapak and all that, you know what I mean? And I don't know. That should, I don't know. I feel like chronologically it doesn't even make sense, you know what I mean? To be able to walk in here without doing those quests first. But I understand that might not be a popular opinion because a lot of people don't like doing quests, or they don't like stuff being locked behind quests. They just want to be able to do things without having to unlock. But I don't know. That's kind of the way things have always been, and I feel like it should be that way. Also, speaking of Archglacior, considering our current goals right now, this is the perfect Reaper for us to have because, again, one of the next things that we have to do after Archaeology is getting up Summoning. And Archglacior gives you basically everything you need for Summoning. It gives you GP, Charms, even some secondaries, I think. Actually, I'm not sure about that one, but definitely GP and Charms, which are the big ones. So and also these Summoning focuses, which just give you straight up more XP, I think. Here's something interesting. We can restore this harp, and that's going to give us 54 archaeology. But the more interesting part is what we can do with this. There we go. So if I come back over here and restore this statue, and then if I add the harp to it, let's see here. There we go. I get some archaeology XP, and then I should get... Oh, here we go. I got to open it first. And we get the Hand of Glory, which is used for the luck relics, the luck relic powers. So I can get another one from the Infernal Source Dig site. So I would be able to make the Ring of Wealth luck power. But I'm not going to do that right now. I don't think that tier 1 or tier 2 luck is really worthwhile anything. But eventually I can get the third one, which will allow me to have the Ring of Fortune active at all times. And I think you can do it with the Luck of the Dwarves eventually as well. So you can basically have that active all the time, which is pretty cool. Whoa, so this is the first time I've gotten one of these. That's a Tetra Compass piece. If I am not mistaken, I believe I need 2 pieces to put this together. And, oh, I guess it shows you right there. Yeah, you need 2 pieces. No, you need 4 pieces, as well as a bunch of these resources, these different colored resources, which I don't think I even have access to all of them. I don't think I have the level to do Armadillion Yellow, for example. But that's pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, I believe how these work is they're kind of like archaeology-related clue scrolls, where you go find a casket, and then inside the casket there's a bunch of archaeology materials and stuff like that, and apparently they're pretty good from what I've heard. So I'm excited to get some more pieces of that, and I think some of the collections later on give you pieces, so that allows you to kind of farm out some, I guess, so you can get a bunch of them, kind of like cranking out a bunch of clue scrolls. So that's cool. I'm definitely gonna be hanging on to that. So if I power this Shadow Anchor, that should give me 56 archaeology, which is a big level because that unlocks the next excavation site in the Everlight dig site, which means that you see Darok's Memento. I can do the Ceradomus 1 collection now, and this is the one that's used with the Darok amulet or whatever to give you our Darok relic. Still don't have the amulet from Barrows, but that's going to be nice to get out of the way, and also I think that's going to be a pretty good collection just to be farming and stuff for these next few levels. All right, we got both of these right away, no dupes or anything, so I have enough materials to make both of them. And I always forget how long this damn animation crafting thing is. It always messes up my timing on these voiceovers. But anyways, once we get these out of the way, I can go finish the Ceradomus 1 collection. And I think I might have to do that a couple more times to get up to 58, but we'll see. Of course, I forget one of the items. I forgot the trumpet, but if I contribute that, then we get the chronotes as well as, let's see. Oh, damn. Okay, we get a 4,000 chronote bonus as well as the lock of hair, which you combine with the amulet from Barrows, which I still don't have yet. But once we get that, it unlocks one of the best PVM relics in the game. So that's pretty huge. But for now on, I can just take these and just give them to the museum lady over here. I think actually she gives a slightly bigger chronote bonus. I think that's the point of doing that, right? Yeah, so it's about 1,000 chronotes more than the other one that you get. And it's this exact same thing, but this is repeatable, and you can just do it as many times as you want. So I'll probably do this. So the trapper just gave me another Chinchompa. So let's see if we got ourselves a breeding pair. That would be super hype. Unfortunately, they're both skill Champas. Yeah, I think this is the Mithril one, and this is the adamant one. So I think the chance of me breeding a combat Chinchompa from one of these is pretty low. But this is female. So let's see. Okay, it's also female, so we still need another one. But I think that Chinchompas are relatively common, so we'll hang on to that for now. 60 archaeology. I think I'm going to end up staying in the Kiradet for a little bit, but now I can actually go to Seniston and check that out. Maybe start working on the mystery, as well as I get the pneumatics, so that's cool. That right there should be 61 archaeology, which we got entirely just from excavating. So I have 6 artifacts in my my inventory right now, and I think in the bank I have something like I think in total maybe 15 or so from this level 60 spot. So yeah, that took a while. It took probably 3 hours or so. Just looking at the clock, yeah, maybe 3 hours or so just to collect those. So now I got to go figure out, I got to go get all the materials and stuff for them and repair them. And I'm thinking that if I repair them all, that should get me to 62. So I'm just finishing up collecting the resources for repairing those artifacts that I told you guys about. And we're about to hit 62. And that is literally just from, it's 1 XP? Yeah. Literally just from collecting the resources. But once I finish this inventory of soapstone, I should have enough. And we also got a random tome. So we'll definitely be getting 63 from these artifacts. And I've been working on some of the researches from the Seniston Dick site as well. Must have messed up my math somewhere because I'm missing materials for 3 of these urns. But that is 63 archaeology, which allows me to... see, marketplace debris. Apparently that's another spot I can do, but otherwise I can also... Okay, I was looking at the level 62 spot, but this is another one that I can do. So that's pretty big, but also I can keep working on the researches. But the thing is, I think I'm going to go work on summoning and getting Bladed Dive now, because honestly, this is going really slow. Just collecting those materials took me another couple hours, and to get 67 and complete the mystery before tonight, so that I can finish that video to go live tomorrow. I just don't think it's going to happen. And I think that summoning and getting Bladed Dive are going to be a lot more important for our big game hunter goals. So I'll go work on that, and then I'll come back to this once we get those out of the way, just to make sure that I have those done, just in case I don't get the archaeology finished for this episode. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. I think I'm going to go do summoning first. So first things first, we got 3 Kayat pelts. So we're going to make some Spirit Kayat pouches. And if you're an OG, you remember that these way back in the day were used for training summoning. And this will likely be how I train summoning until I get to Prif. Because basically this teleports you pretty close to an altar. So yeah, that's how we're going to use to train summoning probably till we get to about 75. So basically how this method works, if you're not aware, maybe you didn't play back in the day. You go to the bank, you grab your presets. I mean, back then there wasn't presets. You click on the Kayat, teleport to Piscatoris, and then right under this ladder right here is a summoning obelisk. So honestly, now that I'm doing this, I feel like it might not have been the most efficient considering how long it took me just to get 3 of those hides, because it took, a decent bit of time. But as you can see, you can make the pouches pretty fast. And I think that Even like your pouches per hour here is probably faster than like doing Prif. But obviously Prif has a lot of other benefits, right? Well, that's 65 summoning, and that's a pretty big deal. I'm going to do a couple more inventories here before my familiar runs out. But that's a big deal because I can go grab my combat lamps now from the World Wakes. And with the other lamps, the 75 ones that you can put into any skill, it only lets you put one per skill. So I'm hoping that's not going to be the case with the combat lamps. But if that's the case, then I think we get 50k summoning XP. And if not, then I think we'll get like 150k. I think it's 350k lamps. So that's a pretty big jump. Just barely got one more teleport off. My familiar had 4 seconds left and he just died. But actually that was so fast. In those last 4 minutes, we just got another 2 levels. And we're up to 67, so now we can use War Tortoises, which is a really big deal. There we go, got my lamps from the World Wakes here. Technically we probably could have stopped at 65 and maybe made it all the way there to 67, and maybe it wasted a little bit of GP, but I'm not that worried about it. So let's see if we can use it again on summoning. Oh, we can, sweet. So that's 68, we unlock Bunyips, and that should give us 69 as well. I don't think there's anything particularly interesting at 60. Fruit bats. So I guess that'll be nice for making adrenaline potions and whatnot later on. But yeah, and actually, funny thing, that other summoning tertiary reward from familiarization gave me a bunch of bananas, so I could go make some of those if I needed to. Eventually, we'll come back to this eventually we're going to come back to this. Really soon, I'd like to get 75 to knock out the Prif requirements, as well as unlocking, let's see, what's that quest? One of a Kind. That would be a really good quest to do. I think you need 74 summoning for that, as well as a couple other quests, I think. So yeah, that's something that I'd like to do soon. But in the interest of preparing for Big Game Hunter, that's all we'll need for now. I beat the hard Shattered World Challenge. Got a total of 9 million, I assume. Yeah, anyways, it just goes automatically, but oh my god, that was tough. Had to play it really slow, and I still have some to go. I think I'm still like a couple million short. This has been taking forever, though. Just because I can't do the super high-level worlds, or at least when I try, it just goes really poorly. Yeah, I need another 13 million or so. I guess I'll just go farm some of the lower-level worlds, because, doing some of the higher-level ones is really, really rough. Like anything above anything above world like 50 is pretty rough. With the setup I got. Well, it's almost 1 a.m., but that should be. Please tell me that's enough. Okay, yes. It's just. In hindsight, this probably would have been quite a bit faster if I would have just farmed like, let's say wave 45 to 50, and that would have given me about 2 million anima per run, I believe. But anyways, regardless, that is Bladed Dive out of the way. And all the main important things that we really wanted to get out of the way this episode are done. Let's see if I can move these. There we go. So if any of you don't know, basically how Bladed Dive works is that if you're wielding dual-wielded melee, you have access to this ability. And it's kind of like a surge. It's a movement ability. Except it's targeted, right? So you can dive anywhere on the map. So I can click here, and I'll dive exactly to that spot. So it is super, super handy. That and double surge would absolutely just be awesome. And apparently you need to move around quite a bit for Big Game Hunter to like avoid the dinosaurs or something like that. So this comes in quite in handy. And as you can see, the cooldown is actually not that long. But if we're able to get the mobile relic at some point from archaeology or the perk from invention, then that cooldown would be half. So you can just zoom around the map really. So that's really cool. And then eventually there's some boots that you can get that allow you to do with any melee weapon, but the base is just, and you need dual wield melee specifically. But it's a really cool ability. Shattered World, absolutely terrible. Never want to come back here ever again. But yeah, Bladed Dive is a cool ability, so it's nice to get that out of the way. See, you can just target. It's like, oh, so nice. Sometimes like Surge just kind of doesn't go where you want it to. You know what I mean? That right there should give us 64 archaeology. But I think this is where I'm going to end off this episode. I really wanted to get that mobile relic out of the way, but the thing is, I was looking into that mystery more, and even if, like, first of all, it's 2 a.m. right now, meaning I have to go. Our live stream is in 12 hours. And even if I had 67, like just finishing the mystery is going to take quite a bit of time, collecting the pages and doing this puzzle and stuff like that to get that unlocked. So, that is probably something we'll get done pretty early on in the next episode, as well as some kind of house cleaning. I mean, to be able to use war tortoises, I actually need to go get some more shells. I have 3 from familiarization, but that's it. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. We'll be taking care of those things in the next episode to, kind of polishing things up. But yeah, next episode will be a dedicated big game hunter episode. I'm really excited to try that out. Everyone's kind of been raving about that content, saying that it's really good. But yeah, seriously, if you've made it this far, big thanks to you, and a big special thanks to my Patreon and Twitch supporters, Twitch subscribers rather. Like, you guys kind of make it possible for me to be able to dedicate the kind of time that I do to these videos. So I really, really appreciate it. So anyway, stay tuned for the next episode. I don't think it should be another week for the next one. I think it should be a couple days or so to get that big game hunter episode out. And I'm really excited to show that to you guys. And don't forget that if you want to watch me live, look into Big Game Hunter, stop by twitch.tv/Ranarr dealer. And it's coming 2 p.m. Central Time today, the day that the upload of this video, if you're watching. So, and go leave me a follow on Twitch. We have good fun over there.